25. According to the American Toy-Related Deaths and Injuries calendar for 2013 and 14, 6 children between the ages of 5 and 12 died from latex balloons. They don't specify how the deaths occurred, but we think choking is the most likely cause. 24. You wouldn't really think of vending machines as deadly, would you? But these beasts actually kill more people per year than sharks and snakes combined. How? Well, usually what happens is when the machine steals somebody's snack, drink, or money, they start rocking it back and forth, it falls on them, and, well, you can guess the rest. 23. While parents around the world always stress safety on trampolines, these joyful inventions still contribute to at least 2 deaths and numerous serious injuries each year. 22. Ties are known for being the most necessary accessory for men who spend hundreds of dollars buying classy suits and elegant shirts, but unfortunately, they can be deadly too. Ties are responsible for the deaths of almost 10 men every year in the US, either by accident or using them to commit suicide. 21. In 2011 alone, 29 people were killed by falling TVs, while there was only 1 recorded case of a fatal shark attack that same year. 20. Despite being the favorite playground equipment of most kids around the world, swing sets are responsible for killing more than 20 people annually in the United States, mostly children. 19. Not only are staircases and steps deadlier than sharks, they're considered one of the deadliest things on the planet, with more than 1,600 deaths annually in the US alone. If you add in the numbers from all over the world, that total rises drastically. 18. These small heaters might not look threatening at all, but they are one of the top causes of accidental fires and fire-related deaths in the US, with more than 40 people dying each year. 17. Pencils have been proven to be one of the deadliest objects, as more than 100 people die from them every year. The most frequent cause is choking on the eraser. 16. Despite being considered so rare to the point it's become a metaphor for extremely bad luck, lightning is responsible for numerous deaths every year. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, around 40 to 60 people lose their lives in the US annually, with the majority of them being struck on beaches. 15. With more than 75 citizens losing their lives to these machines annually, the US is currently leading the world in lawnmower fatalities. The worst part about this, however, is that these deaths are usually extremely bloody and painful. 14. More than 113 ladder-related fatalities were recorded in the US during 2014, which should be a reminder that climbing up and down a ladder isn't as innocent and harmless as you might think. 13. Despite the fact that there are numerous other animals who kill way more humans than jellyfish, we picked this strange sea creature to point out how sharks aren't even the deadliest animals in the ocean. Some 20 to 40 people die from being stung by a box jellyfish every year in the Philippines alone, while the global estimates are somewhere between 200 and 220. 12. More than 100 people lose their lives annually in Russia from these sneaky cold weapons. How? The reports don't get specific, but we guess when the icicles drop from a high place, they act like sharp knives. 11. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, about 13 children each year choke to death in a vain, futile effort to consume hot dogs. What's even sadder is that a similar Chinese-based survey showed that hot dogs kill a substantially greater number of children in China than in the US. 10. Helping friends or family move their furniture to a new place can be very, very dangerous, but most people don't think it's as deadly as it really is. For the record, 26 people are crushed annually by furniture, which is about 25 more than the number of people who die from shark attacks. 9. Professional fireworks are extremely common and safe in most cases for celebrating holidays, but it's usually the smaller, personal fireworks that cause the biggest tragedies. While it might seem a bit obvious to be careful around something that sparks fire out of your hand, these colorful beauties murder about 7 people annually, while they seriously injure even more. 8. Dogs might have the reputation of being man's best friend, but according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, at least 4.5 to 4.7 million Americans are bitten by dogs every year, and about 30 of these bites result in death. 7. This awesome tropical fruit, known for producing one of the most delicious juices, can also turn into a deadly weapon when it falls from a tree and onto the heads of the unlucky who are sitting or walking beneath. According to various estimates, coconuts kill about 150 people each year worldwide. 6. This might sound unbelievable, or even like a joke, but believe it or not, champagne corks are responsible for 24 deaths a year globally. Apparently, some people party too hard to the point where they fall victim to the bubbly. 5. Well, cell phones can't directly kill someone, of course, but texting while driving is legally to blame for more than 6,000 deaths in the US annually, which is about 25% of all auto collisions in the country. 4. Candles are usually seen as necessary and relaxing for romantic dinners and baths, but in reality, they cause over 10,000 fires annually in North America and are responsible for killing about 120 people in those fires. 3. Shopping on Black Friday can be a very dangerous activity. As a matter of fact, it can be deadly, since in the past 6 years, 7 people lost their lives and about 100 were injured, some seriously, in the United States. There's even a website that keeps track of all these incidents. 2. Most of us might see our bed as the ultimate shelter, a place where we can rest and sleep after a long, tiring day at work or school, but how many of you knew that falling out of bed is responsible for killing 450 people annually? And the scariest part is that this number accounts for US victims only. 1. It's estimated that more than 300 people drown in household tubs every year, with most of them either falling asleep or being under the influence of drugs or sleeping pills. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these 2 videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.